Good morning, everyone. Gabrielle here. I'm back. So, I thought we would try something wholly different this morning. I want to see what messages they can give to us that are not only positive and uplifting, but these are my oracle cards. All of them. Yep. Yep. And I pulled out the animal tarot cards because they're just cute and fun. But I've pulled out the mystical shaman oracle, the wild unknown animal spirit by Kim Krans, my crystal cards, the indigo angel cards, the mudras. I think that's it. You know, we just had the new moon in Aquarius yesterday. And today is the beginning of the year of the pig. Very prosperous and abundant year for all. Do you hear me? A prosperous and abundant year for all. Pointing right at y'all. So let's do this. So let's start with the crystal card, right? Scolecite. It's white. Looks like a cross between selenite and a stalactite or stalagmite, right? Or one of those funky, what do you call those fiberglass lamps like your grandmama used to have back in the day to change colors and shit with the oil? Anyway, related to the crown chakra. Crystal medicine. The medicine of scolecite is a powerful ally to assist in mastering the essence of inner peace. Scolecite is made up of hundreds of tiny slithers of white hair-like shards, hence the fiber optics, right? Each shard acts like a laser beam of pure white light energy from the cosmos, constantly channeling the love and peace from the universe into everyone who finds her or his way into its field. It brings the light of the divine into It brings the light of divine peace into the darkest depths of your being. Illuminating and purifying the soul and offering the medicine of inner peace. Crystal meaning enhances a deep sacred space of meditation and relaxation. Promotes inner peace and tranquility. Supports you in the awakening of your inner wisdom. Allows access to deeply held subconscious memories for transformation. Assists in purification and elimination of the soul. Illumination, listen to me. Illumination of the soul. Shine bright like a diamond. Let your inner light shine. Oracle reading message from the Crystal Diva. The divas of Scolecite are shining their bright light upon you now, inviting you to float gently into your peaceful place within. It is time to experience a deeper sense of tranquility in your life, open to feel the waves of peace surrounding you now. You are being encouraged to let go of all outside influences, stress, and expectations and allow yourself to just be for a moment. Breathe in the peaceful energy of Scolecite and breathe out all that no longer serves you and has been worrying you. Drawing this card today is a reminder that it is time to re-enter your peaceful place within. If you have been experiencing stress, turbulence, or conflict, the divas of Scolecite are here to share with you that challenging times are over and peace is upon you. You may like to go for a walk in nature, meditate, or do something that allows you to feel peace in your world. Open, receive, and allow every cell of your being the energy of peace to transform your life. I knew they were in the same family. The very next page is selenite. Anyway, so I'm going to show you this card again, right? So even if you have to stop, pause, screenshot it, meditate on that. Even if you can't go out and find a piece, focus, pause, inner peace and tranquility. See how it starts as a small cluster on that base and it jutes out? It just, not too unlike this. If it were going on like that, you know. What do we have? Taming the Wind, 5-5. I kept seeing 55 yesterday. And actually, I did a personal reading this morning, and 5-5 was in it. So, it's a number of importance. Let's just look at her for a second before we read. Look how beautiful that card is. Look all the feathers, all the bird references, even the seashell hidden. See it? The trees that rustle in the wind and wave and blow. They bend, they don't break, right? Take special, powerful wind. And usually those are dead limbs that drop off. Nothing living. How do you tame the wind? You flow with it. Here, the feather, a symbol that is used in clearing ceremonies for smudging, reminds you of the sacred commitment you make to your life. This is a symbol of consciously bringing the spiritual into the material, infusing the world with reverence and acknowledgement of the higher planes of existence that influence all animate. Excuse me. Acknowledgement of the higher planes of existence that influence and animate all life. The feather is a symbolic reminder of deliberately entering into a partnership with the Great Spirit to co-create for the highest good of all. Wasn't I just singing about the spirit in the sky? The invitation. It is time to clear your energy, be present, and become conscious of how you communicate. This is a good time to write in a journal and put your thoughts into cohesive form. Perhaps you need to actually do a smudging ceremony in your home or office, creating a sacred space to write about your dreams and desires. Just remember that when taming the wind appears as a symbol, it is time to honor the Great Spirit with reverence and respect. Amen. Medicine. It's time to clean up any misunderstandings with others. Clear the air after disagreements and allow others to share their side of things. You are called now to be a good listener. This is not the time to be right. It's a time for you to understand rather than to be understood. Good things come out of this restraint of tongue and pen. You will be surprised at how things resolve, or you will be surprised how things get resolved when you allow for all sides to have value. Oh, Jesus, Lord, I am so guilty. Guilty. Funny part is I'm good for that. I will preach. We don't have to agree. We can agree to disagree. But in a conversation in real time, I do want clarity. I don't have to believe it, but I want to comprehend it. And so there's a lot of misunderstandings when I talk to certain people because they don't grasp that I'm missing details. I want to comprehend your point. I don't have to make it my own, but I want to see where you're coming from, and that requires a great bit of detail. For me, personally, like, great bit of detail. Like, I read in between lines. I usually can really siphon quite a bit from a person's emotional state and their thought process in real time. But it's like, I want to get it. And the more detail you give me, the more, in a hypothetical sense, I could kind of hover in your shoes in that moment to see where you're coming from. Yeah. That's what I realize. So I get that, to be quiet and to listen to a person instead of trying to go back and forth, word for word. Oh man, it's tough. Oh, type A personality disorder is real. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, now we have the mudras. I pulled two. First, I put two down, then I pulled one up, and then I put the second one back down. Because I'm like, nah, there's a reason why I put both of those down. So the first one that came out was the sacral chakra. I want you to screenshot it, pause it. This is your focal point for meditation. This is your visual. Okay? And there is the information that's pertinent. Second chakra, inner dwelling place, below the navel, sound, vom, color orange, symbol, 6-petal lotus flower. It rules reproductive organs, ovaries, testes. Element is water. Qualities, fluidity, receptivity, creativity, pleasure. Doesn't that go hand in hand with these two? Skolosite and Taming the Wind? Told you. When they got a message, when they want, it's consistent. Okay. The sacral chakra is the center of sensuous experience and pleasure. Water is the great connector for this energy center. Swimming, salt baths, even hot tubbing can be a great practice, as well as dance, coloring, painting, and play. Play spelled out in all caps! Exclamation point. Make time for enjoyment, for pleasure and creative pursuits. This is a place that requires self-nourishment. Use color meditation and wear the color orange to stimulate that aspect within yourself. Choose any of the orange mudra cards to activate the sacral chakra. And then 34, consciousness. Let's show you. Do you see the hands? That is, I'll read the rest to you. See the purple flower, the starfish looking thing? Sita Mudra. Wisdom, clarity, concentration, benefits, releases tension in the face, throat, and shoulders, brings third eye chakra, brings breath and awareness to the third eye chakra, improves mental clarity. I have the card in front of the camera, but I'm reading off the camera. Dummy. Instructions. Bring the palms of the hands together, touching the pads of all the fingers together. Align the thumbs, nails facing outward. Bend the index finger outward, with the tips of the fingers touching and connect with the tops of the thumbs. Relax shoulders down with elbows slightly away from the body. Focus. Consciousness guides me to true clarity and freedom. That's your internal mantra or verbal mantra, whatever you feel like saying. Inside or out. Practice. Locate the third eye chakra in the center of your eyebrows. See or sense a deep indigo infinity sign in this energy center. See the infinity symbol begin to vibrate as it becomes energized. Feel it moving inward, opening the third eye center and all the sensory organs. Use your sense of inner vision, inner clarity, and inner knowing become energized as the energy center expands. Feel the light of knowing coming into the third eye center. Feel consciousness expand. Man, I didn't even need that. I need that like everybody, but stuff happens on its own. Let me see. For giggles, right? Because the sacral card literally said, sorry. It's not that many. But since it said it, I'm going to do y'all the courtesy of it. Because why not? Okay. Let's see, I'm going to put them in order. Okay. Fluidity. See the hands? I'm going to flip it. I'm not going to read these. I'm going to let you be able to hit pause or screenshot it. Tamudra Mudra. Harmony. Reassurance. Shanka Mudra. Nourishment. Mira Mudra. Opening. Yoni Mudra. Okay, right? Because that's exactly what that looked like. Anyway. Okay. So you have that little exercise. You can pause, rewind it, do whatever you want. You know. Okay. And then we have from the Indigo Angel Oracle cards, Divine Timing. Isn't everything about divine timing? Having that patience to wait on the Lord. Oh, my legs. Going to sleep. This card means that the resolution of the situation you're inquiring about is delayed by much more than mere circumstance. Divine timing means that nothing can happen before the dynamics of your life are completely ready for it. Many factors are involved in divine timing, including other people's free will choices. If your wish is fulfilled at the wrong time, the conditions won't be right, and the manifestation won't be lasting or permanent. Right? Trust in divine order of things, and know that you're on the right path toward the fulfillment of your wishes and your indigo mission. Keep your faith strong. Be open to intuitive guidance that calls you to action, one step at a time. All of your prayers are heard and answered exactly when they're supposed to be. Amen. That's what I got the other day, you know. The path is clear. Everything's cool, man. Just be cool. Be cool. Just be cool. Look at that. I was just talking to somebody about the grains of an hourglass. You ever see somebody time run out? Shit. Spider. Now, when I first saw the spider card, when I pulled the cards out, right? For this, what I was doing this morning. And I saw Taming the Wind, and I thought about how clever the spider is. The spider is able to build a structure that is flexible and, if built correctly, can hold up to the wind. It'll move and sway and arc, but it won't break. We'll see where this goes, right? And I said, oh, how wonderful. How fitting. Because you really can't tame the wind. You can only flow with it. You can insulate yourself from it. But all that's strategy. Just like the building of a spider's web. But people don't even give credit to the poor spider. Sacred geometry right in front of your faces. The spider is a symbol as earth energy, okay? Creator of prosperity through life's work, dharma. Ooh, what is that? Ketu or Rahu? I forget. The spider is an indigenous. No. What's wrong with me, y'all? My reading is off. The spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. This card reminds us creativity is everywhere. Be process-oriented rather than result-oriented, and soon your work becomes like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry. Abundance flows. Wow. Look at this shit. Don't it all go together? Wow. When in balance, appreciative, enthusiastic, and prosperous. When out of balance, discouraged, tired, forlorn. Bring to balance, playful creativity. Dang, man. I love that. Look, the messages are so conclusive. Like, it just same thing over and over and over again. Somebody need to get laid. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Sacral chakra. Your hormones is out of balance. You need a little. What's today? Tuesday? Shit. That's what I call that. I call it Tuesday problems. Usually by the time you get to Tuesday, you need a back adjustment. All right. Anyway. But yeah, it's inner peace, tranquility, getting yourself right with yourself, even if that's some personal play, whatever, but being aware of these things too. This consciousness card. And timing, divine timing, everything is about divine timing. Do your part. That's the spider, divine timing, spider energy together. So you got to do your part. Don't worry about that, though. Focus so much on what you're supposed to be doing, on what your path and mission is. Just be open to it all. That it's gonna coincide. It's gonna line up. Has to, because that's just the way the universe works. You can't concern yourself about another person's free will. All you can do is focus on you and not being tied down to that person or that energy, because you can't do shit about it. It's like the serenity prayer. Shit, we all be addicted to shit. You realize that? Toxic people, toxic behaviors, toxic whatever. Insert your issue. But we could all use a serenity prayer. Because when you try to change shit that you can't change, ain't got nothing to do with you, it's like trying to push a car up a hill that's ice on it, It's stupid. It's impossible. It's dangerous. But anyway. So now we have suffering and silence, material and spiritual prosperity, wisdom, fulfillment of wishes, deception and envy, accelerated motion. That go right in line with what I just read. Oh my gosh. All right. Here's the thing about suffering in silence that I'm getting right now. It is, but it ain't. It's like you could choose to talk to people. You could. I see this as the Hermit card, though. Although I think the red is Earth energy in that deck. Let me just look right quick. Let me see. Indigo mental. Okay. Completion. What is that? Trapped feeling. So is that like the Nine of Swords energy? Right. So that's what we're looking at right now. That's what I'm looking at. You see how she's ascended to the top of the staircase and there's nowhere else to go? But she has the wand, the stick in her hand, the staff. So even though she's reached as far as she can get to on her own, and there's that realization of that moment, that I literally have come or gone as far as I can go on my own. Now she's looking at the mountains in the distance like, how do I get there? Do I go back the way I came? Or is there some way forward? And so it's that moment of, I screwed up, where it's like, win at all costs, and look where it got you. Having to get to the top of the mountain, right? Right. It's like Everest. Or your perspective was so screwy, right? That you were so focused on this one peak that if you'd just turned your head a little bit left or right, you would have seen that there was something even bigger and greater for you to accomplish. But you chose to proceed anyway. And it's like your own stubbornness, right? Got you here. So now, that's why you're suffering in silence. That's why it's like pride. I know I saw ego out here somewhere. Yup. So it's almost like a level of toxicity to it. Because the ego, the pride, so it's like devilish energy. And see the staff? Almost ready to drop it. Almost ready to drop it. But this person is sitting there, right? It's like they faking the phone. They're hiding that they made a mistake. That even though this path, look how easy that shit is. See the stairs? Clearly somebody been there already, right? So think about this journey. Clearly been there, done that. Either you've been there, done that, and those are your stairs and your path that you've already carved into this mountain. Or other folks have already tried it and you didn't need to go through it and you did it anyway, and your prideful ass took you exactly where everybody else got, to a dead end. So, but at the same time, right, I see all this looking out into the horizon. Remember, divine timing. Being able to flow, finding your inner peace. So even though this may appear like someone is suffering in silence, right? To a degree, it's okay. Because it's affording them a chance to reflect, to actually shut out the world for a time, which was desperately needed, to see where they really wanted to go. Like I said, you see two peaks, right? So now that she's reached this dead end, but at this dead end, in the horizon, she sees new opportunity. The sun is rising over there. It's illuminating that there's something better. And what's better? Material and spiritual prosperity. That's what awaits you. The minute you decide to just, do a little backtracking. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you gotta backtrack. Figure out exactly where you went wrong. Look at it like a labyrinth, right? If you've never been through a labyrinth, you're gonna make some wrong turns. But if this is what everyone hopes for inside of a labyrinth, right? Because you be in that bitch suffering in silence. You be like, oh my gosh, how do I get out of here? You be overwhelmed, anxiety and shit. Doesn't everybody say that inside a labyrinth? If I could just get to a point of elevation. Ooh, add new words to the English language. We don't need no new ones. We need to learn the ones I got. It's a point of elevation. Because if you get to a point of elevation in a labyrinth, right, you can see your way out. At least try to plot a course. Try to remember what you just saw. What you saw is how to get here. See the sun? That's what you saw. And now you can use that staff to fight your way forward. To fight your way forward. To fight your way forward. I see this like a birthright. See all the paths. I see that like almost no matter which way you choose, whether you choose the mountain on the left or the mountain on the right, it's going to bring you here to material and spiritual prosperity. That's the jackpot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love how wisdom's next. See the dog? See, he's being led by his intuition, spiritual guidance, the little white dog. It's almost like the same dog that you would see in the Fool card. Except for this one's guiding him home. It's like, even though it looked like Or no, you did. You went through this period where you were inside, suffering in silence, trapped in your own thoughts, your own mental maze. And you did that until, you got to this point of elevation and enlightenment, seeing the path forward with this inner knowing. See how the light glows from inside the book? It mimics the rays of the sun. That inner knowing, that wisdom. It's deep. Let's go on down. Gotta shift some stuff. And you have fulfillment of wishes. Again, see, I love this. Look at these two cards. Can you see them both? See how you have the fountains on both sides? Material and spiritual prosperity. With that wisdom, right? That inner knowing of that. Look at them two waterfalls. Look how you in the middle, standing there with your treasure chest that's been stored up for you in heaven, given to you here in the material world. Wisdom. Wish fulfillment. It's like let go and let God. You can't be any more happy, abundant. And then we have deception and envy. No more self-deception. That's what I see that as. No more self-deception. No more looking to others and what they have, feeling satisfied and fulfilled with what you have. Knowing that you are taken care of. Knowing that there's no need to want or wish for what anyone else has, because your abundance is not only already here, but it's growing. And so whatever lie you told yourself before, that you weren't worthy or you were undeserving or whatever, that's over. That is over. Because by doing that, by accepting that everything you went through has led you to this place, this moment of enlightenment and self-love, and no longer in a mindset of lack, you can see clearly. You took off the blinders that you had on yourself. Some of this I see is this Neptune energy that we just came out of. There was a 7-year cycle where Neptune was fucking with people, myself included, where it had people in a state of delusion and illusion. And depending on where those transits are for you, depending on how heavily influenced they or influential they were for you during this last 7-year cycle, I honestly can say that my ass got hit with a shillelagh stick. And I'm not going to say that people wasn't trying to tell me, help me. I just wasn't seeing it. I didn't want to. I was headstrong. I literally walked my ass down a dead end. But it's okay. I resonate with this so much, it's not even funny. Because when you stop lying to yourself, right, about everything, and you just get real, it's painful, but you know what? Better days are truly ahead. And that's what you see with this accelerated motion. Wish upon a star. Haven't heard your prayers. I keep getting that message day and day and day. Like, so whoever's out there thinking God ain't heard you, God is trying to tell you something right now. Woo! Listen, you want to get your day going right? On YouTube or wherever, I want you to type in God is trying to tell you something, Color Purple soundtrack. The scene is beautiful itself. The energy of that whole scene. So that's why I tell you watch the movie clip opposed to the video. Or whatever. I don't even know if they had a video for that song back then. But the movie is perfect. Just get the clip from the movie and watch it. It is beautiful. Beautiful, I tell you. I'm going to actually listen to that when I wrap this video. Yeah, and we have accelerated motion, like I said. The path is clear. All you gotta do is follow your true north. Don't it look like that? Don't you like a magi? Ooh, a shooting star. Let's follow it. Following your fucking destiny, baby. Following your destiny. Isn't that beautiful? The courage to follow your destiny. When you stop lying to yourself about what it is you truly want. And that you know that God provides better than you ever could. These colors just jumping because it's like red, blue, red, blue. Action. Talk. Action. Talk. Peace. That's what I see that. And then tranquility. Purple. Enlightenment and peace. Tranquility. That's how I see the colors with that. Okay. 9 of spring. Prince of winter. 10 of spring. 10 of winter. Ego. 7 of summer. So we have the gazelle, the thoroughbred horse, the St. Bernard, Siberian husky, the Siamese cat, and the Maine Coon kitten. The gazelle, you've worked hard, and what you've created is impressive and worthy of protecting. Annoying challenges may pop up, but don't worry, you'll get through them, just as you have in the past, right? Goes with that deception and envy. Not to mention that, of course, there's going to be haters. Of course, there's going to be people who don't want you to succeed and try to stop your shine, but don't worry about that. This is what you focus on. This is what you focus on. Your inner knowing. This is what you focus on. Material and spiritual prosperity. Don't worry about the haters. They Pokemon cards. You got to collect them all. Look how the gazelle. Ooh, leaping over that shit. Leaping over everything that's hiding in them tall grasses. Don't worry about it. You dodging everything. Ooh, you missed me with that bullshit. Thoroughbred horse. Get ready to progress to speed up. Get ready for progress to speed up. This situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotions and make your decisions quickly. That's what I'm saying. See, I really don't see like cup energy. It's not. Like this is not about a relationship. This is about you. About you. That's why I said material and spiritual prosperity. This is what's on the table right now. Self-love. Your share from your divine parents. What they have in store for you. Now ain't the time to focus on relationships. Only relationship you focus on is the one with yourself. And the one with your heavenly family. That's it. You don't have time for nothing or no one else. Keep your eye on your prize. Follow your dreams. See, again, look at this. No time for the bullshit. All these animals I'm looking at is known for speed, stability, stealth. 10 of spring, the St. Bernard. You're working far too hard and the stress will soon become too much. Reach out for help from others and take some time to play and enjoy life. That goes with the overall message. Find some time, play, love yourself, do you. Stop giving people free space in your mind. No one gets rent, square footage rent free. Especially as tight as the mind is, right? What is that, cubic square inches? Fuck that. You owe me some dough if you in my mind too much. Like, I send people text messages. I be like, yo, I can feel you thinking. Can you just pick up the fucking phone? Like, on some real shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. Anyway. Yeah, it's time to take a god or goddess break. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all can hear my stomach. It's time to eat. 10 of winter. Siberian Husky. The end of a career path, project, or relationship brings feelings of mixed joy and sadness, relief and disappointment. Put aside your fears about these changes and trust that a brighter future awaits. Ooh, spirit on point, spirit on point, spirit on point. Look at that dog. Be loyal to yourself. See how he got his own damn leash? He could walk it, talk it. He know where the fire hydrant is. He know where his loyalties lie. See the leash in his mouth? Self. Loyalties need to lie to yourself in these moments and times. It's okay. I'm not telling you to be selfish. I'm telling you to focus on yourself. It's different. All that time and attention and energy you would put out towards other people. Oh, I wonder how such and such is doing. Fuck that. I wonder how you're doing. How are you doing? Did you ask yourself that today? Did you check with yourself? Did you check with your inner goddess or God and go, how are we doing today? Have we loved ourselves enough today? Have we nourished ourselves enough today? Are we doing these things? That's super, super important. I already said, it's going to catch up to you. Pause. Pause. And there's that beautiful Siamese. Let me tell you something about Siamese cats, right? I had one years ago. I really did. I loved her. Her name was Buddha, ironically, right? And the reason why I named her Buddha is because she was so tiny, but she had this fat ass stomach. My mom was like, she probably got worms. She did not have worms. She was just greedy. But bought her home in this cute little wicker basket. Nah, parents back in the day used to collect wicker baskets in the kitchen and shit like that. So I took one of them, went and picked up the cat. Got a little terry cloth on my Dorothy shit, Wizard of Oz, except for I was going to get a kitten. She was so cute. And cute grow up. Cute grow up. She was sneaky and standoffish. And this bitch didn't play well with others. I'm just saying. But she was a mixed cat. She was like Siamese and Allie. Now, the only thing she did well was go in the heat. She was hot in the ass. Yeah. She made a lot of noise, caused a lot of trouble, and she was hot in the ass. Not a particular breed I would get again. And they're super talkative, and I'm not into that. Fifi talks enough. But anyway, there's a reason for that story. Let's find out why it came up. You may feel that you're trapped in your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus upon material wealth and break free of negative thinking. Mm-hmm. This is about, taking a day off. Again, God or goddess break. What you grinding for? Are you living to work or are you working to live? You are already going to be taken care of. Even if you switch jobs or something like that, listen, you got to take care of yourself. Your own physical, emotional, and mental needs supersede anything. There's a reason why doctors and shit can write you prescriptions for sabbaticals and mental health breaks and shit like that, because it's real. People do get to their breaking point. So if you happen to need to go talk to someone, shit, you can even talk to me. I'm a good listener for the most part. I'm also I give advice. I can't help that shit. I really can't. It just come out. Like, you really got to go gab. I just need you to listen. And I'm going to try. I can't even promise. I'm just going to listen because spirit moved me and shit just slide out my mouth. It's like I gotta go back and watch these videos because I don't know what the hell I'm saying half the time. I'd be like, what? I read the comments. I'm like, what did I say? And I go back and oh. Yeah, man. We're vessels, conduits. We get used. I'm only a tool for light and love. So, So if you've been in your mind, just get out your head. Watch something funny. Oh, I told y'all to watch that Flavor Flav roast. If you didn't, Jesus Lord, that shit is wrong, but so funny. Mind you, there's a bunch of millionaires up there roasting each other. I just want you to remember that. So it's really funny, right? Because money don't change ignorance. It really don't. It might actually make it more concrete in some aspects. Okay, Maine Coon Kitten, 7 of summer. It's time to stop procrastinating and make a decision so that you can move forward with a priority. If you need to do more research, then do so. But don't overthink the situation. Listen to your heart. See? It's time. But if this is about leaving a job, that's what it kind of seems like. I don't see love out here. So, I think this is more about career and finances and being able to assess whether or not you have saved enough money to take some time off or take a vacation or whatever it is. But you need to do something. You need to get, maybe go to Lilo.com. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know your life. Maybe you need some new batteries. Either way, it's time for a pause, a serious pause. Because it's like you're burning the candle at both ends. In this personal break, you will discover this is what's ahead of you. It's time to consciously see things for what they are. Inner light. Find that peace. You know you want it. And by all means, get out the house. Go play. Go do something fun. We're having like an early spring. Get out there and enjoy this shit. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the oracle reading and the messages. I guess we'll try it again. We'll see how this goes. All right. Thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, comments. All right. Bye. Love you.